Today we are going to talk about a concept that we can define as behavioral intelligence. By this we mean how we can try to introduce more positive attitudes in the various situations. By this I mean that you find sometimes in different situations a kind of lack of positivity or a kind of emotional tension, for example. And often it comes from the fact that we can find two or three people who are trying to increase the level of positivity in their own situation. And the way to do it in a clear and direct manner is more easy than one can imagine. By this I mean that we have a kind of useful and direct technique. This technique is mainly to try to transmit a kind of positive energy through various attitudes. By this I mean it comes and it goes through the way that you are going to watch a person or a situation, the way you are going to talk, and your behavior. The behavior is a way and a basic way to transmit energy and positive energy in a practical meaning. For example, you can find a situation where you have two persons and you find that there is a kind of tension in the ambience, and the two people are trying to decrease this ambience, to try to reach a positive situation. And in this situation, one tries to find a strategy and a way to have and to find a behavior that helps in this objective. And when one has this clear priority to practice and to increase his own capacity of behavioral intelligence, when it's a clear and conscient priority, then at this moment you will see that obviously you find a kind of inspiration, a kind of positive creativity. And in this moment, when you have this priority clear in your mind and inside of yourself, it will be easy and not so difficult to create and to have this behavior that transmit this positivity and make that you find and you have good sensations, good emotions. So we have this kind of simple tools, and we are not creating tools. I mean by this that this tool, this technique of behavioral intelligence is not something that we are creating. I mean, it's something that is very natural in human beings. We are only making this work of reactivating this. It's there, it's in the human being, and the work now is to help people to reactivate this intelligence. And the way to reactivate this intelligence, as I said before, is so simple that sometimes we are not always able to see it, but it's very, very, very close to everyone and to every situation that we can go through. I mean, private situation or professional situation, in any kind of situation, you have the possibility to decrease this intelligence, this behavioral intelligence, by your way of being. And your way of being, when it's connected to the fact that you have this priority to find a behavior that transmits this positivity, you will be able to notice and to have some kind of feedback that tells you that you are reaching your objective. I mean, if you act in this way, you will be able to notice that you find a kind of changement in this situation. We'll be able to notice that, for example, a person can be more relaxed, and that's one of this objective. If your behavior, this behavioral intelligence leads you to the fact that you create and you develop this kind of attitude, then you will see that you have a direct effect and direct impact on this situation and person, and you will see that they are more and more relaxed and more feeling positive. So we are not trying to give some difficult tools. I mean, these tools are here and they are here to be used, and so we are only trying to remind and to say that this natural intelligence is there, and one of the main points that one can remind is that you can, and it's possible for everyone to reactivate this and to use this intelligence in all situations. And by this, when you have this point as a clear priority, you will find that you will be able to find behaviors and to notice the effects of your behavior on people. And as the effects are more and more clear and positive, it makes a kind of inner movement, inner energy that make you feel that it's possible, that it's useful, and obviously your impact in your everyday life will be more and more clear and more positive.